Hi, sixth graders. This video is intended to help you write your research report final draft. Hopefully by now you have selected your topic and narrowed it down according to the lessons that came before this. And hopefully you've come up with your thesis statement and you've written your outline. And so now all you need to do is to write your final draft. Well, let's get started on how to do that. All right, a final draft is the last version of your essay and the one that you will submit for grading. Because of all of the work you've done so far, the final draft should be fairly easy to write. You will then be looking for any errors to correct or places where you could improve the language. There should not be any major revisions at this point. This is the place to refine and polish your writing. Once you're happy with your final draft, you will submit it in the next lesson. So after completing this live class video instruction, you should have or should be working on a rough draft of your research paper. From your outline, which you've already completed in a previous lesson, you should write your 5-paragraph essay. You should have an introduction paragraph containing an interesting hook to get your readers interested in your topic, narrow your topic, and write your thesis statement. Remember, the formula for your thesis statement is your claim and your 3 main pieces of evidence, and that equals your thesis statement. So you should then have 3 body paragraphs with the main idea and supporting evidence for each. Okay, the supporting evidence is where you do your research. So you've come up with your topic, your claim, your thesis statement. Now you need to do your research. Okay, so that's where you're going to find your supporting evidence. There should be one main piece of information in each body paragraph. And it all relates back to your thesis statement, remember. Don't introduce something new that you don't have in your thesis statement. So lastly, you should have your concluding paragraph where you restate the thesis, but in different words, summarize your 3 main ideas, then have your call to action or your closing statement. Okay, and refer back to assignment 17 for help if you need it. Right, and remember, when you are doing your research and paraphrasing what is written in the research, it's not just changing ideas or words around in sentences that you've found. Okay, it's not just changing a few words or smashing some sentences together. You need to read and think about it and then decide what you're going to write. They should all be your own words, all be new words. Okay, it shouldn't just be a few different words from the sentences that you found in your research. Okay, paraphrasing means completely different words on the same topic. Okay, after you've written your rough draft, it is a good time to read your essay aloud to yourself or to a friend. Listen for any awkward sentences or missing words. So after you're reading your essay aloud, make any necessary changes, then carefully read through it one more time. Look for any spelling errors or other minor errors that you may have overlooked. You can have a friend read over your essay as well. Sometimes a fresh pair of eyes will catch an error that you've missed. All right, so your final draft checklist. This doesn't all fit in the screen, but here we go. Do not just turn in your rough draft. Follow this checklist and make changes where needed for the best grade so that it is not reassigned to you. Okay, number 1, does your essay meet the requirements of the assignment? It has to have 5 paragraphs. It has to have your textual evidence, okay, which is the evidence that you looked up and researched somewhere, and your source citations. The second thing is, please note that your citations must be in the format shown in the course overview. If you need a refresher on that, look back at the end of the course overview. Okay, there's examples there of how to cite a website properly. You can't just copy and paste the URL out of your top bar in your browser. Okay, you can't just list the website. It must be in the format shown at the end of the course overview. Okay, your paper will be reassigned if the citations are not in that format. Okay, more on the checklist. Does your essay include your thesis statement that is supported by at least 3 main ideas in your body paragraphs? Does your introduction include an interesting hook? Does it narrow the focus of your topic? And does it introduce your thesis statement? Check to see, do your body paragraphs include your main idea, supporting evidence, textual evidence, and citations? Okay, remember, actually the citations don't go in the body paragraphs. Your citation has to go at the end of your paper. And does your conclusion restate your thesis statement in different words? Does it summarize your main ideas and end with a call to action or a closing statement? Are your sentences smooth and free of grammatical or spelling errors? Use spell check in Microsoft Word or OpenOffice or in the writer box. Contact me if you don't know how to use these. It'll also help with your grammar. If you type something into the writer box, there is a way to do spell and grammar check there. Does your essay make sense and use transitions to move from one idea to another? Think about what's the strongest part of your essay. And there is a rubric. In the next lesson, you should read through the grading rubric to be sure your report is as strong as it can get. Make sure that in the column for the best grade, you have done everything there. Okay, so if you have any questions, you contact me before you submit your final draft. Since you are watching this video, of course, you must call and talk to me for credit. There are both of my phone numbers. So good luck with this and contact me if you need to. Bye.